if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Hurts. And left side here, it's Graham. That catch good for only a couple. 8 yards to go on second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 21.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. It's caught outright by Graham. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They go with Jacobs. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Foyesade Aluakin able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jimmy Graham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Mounties have taken a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll check on his status when we get back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Well, they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Out to his left. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jalen Hurts, 25 yards. And the Mounties have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to Swift again on second down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Play action now. Mariota. And he can't escape, and down he goes. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing is Mariota. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
2nd down and 8. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Hurts fumbles it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. And CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game, so you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 18.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll set up to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jalen Hurts with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Mounties are able to stretch out their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the 2nd quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion. anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Mariota completes it to Aguilar. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think, but to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial, but I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 44, Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And some strong running. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And now we've got an injured player, and unfortunately that's the quarterback, Jalen Hurts, who's down on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Now it's the backup Greer. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Greer. And he's got it. Touchdown. Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Mounties are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
McPherson on for the point after.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. Fights through, and now a crease. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half. That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now it's Swift.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Greer looks to throw. Completion here to Claypool. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they have the football, and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Greer following the turnover. Over the middle, complete. That's Graham. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, it's Greer. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
Second down and goal. Greer to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on third and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Jones. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Mounties are pouring it on. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They'll try and run here with Swift, and he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Here's Swift. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Mounties take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only 1 play to score it. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Second and 10. Once again, it's Swift. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11. Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. To throw is Mariota. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
A 1st down throw for Mariota.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 2nd down. To the air again, Mariota.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles, or he runs they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Swift.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Bring him down after just a short pickup. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jaguars are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, you know, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Mariota on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Third and short yardage, Mariota. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll throw again. Mariota. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's brought down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his 1st catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the 36, Mariota, and that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Mariota now. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Are you serious?
So not only do they get the completion and the conversion there on 3rd down, but tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Yeah, they had the 1st down anyway, had that in their hip pocket, but now with that penalty yardage, that turns out to be a pretty big play.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They go play action. Mariota. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too,
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 75 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.